So yeah, it's that time of year again. 2K17 finna come out. You know, everyone finna be hyped. Well, all the people that like 2K finna be hyped, including myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm up here right now playing the prelude at like 1 o'clock in the morning on a school night, cause your boy was thirsty to play this game. I should be asleep, but hey, shit, hey, 2K is out. So when 2K is out, I start doing some ignorant stuff, cause you know I'm just a coon that like to play 2K. Anyway, I'm finna talk about some of the biggest changes that I see, or that like I'm concerned with, or that I, you know what I'm saying, my opinion on. These are not all the changes that 2K is doing. It's many more, but these are the ones I picked out particular that kind of like, I guess, reach out to me. So something that they changed was obviously, I don't know if y'all probably heard about this. You have to time layups now instead of just hitting the square X button whenever console you're playing on. You have to actually time layups. Last year you didn't have to do that. The only thing you had to time was jump shooting. Only thing I don't like about this is the fact that in 2K16 you didn't have to time layups and you still miss layups because you might get hit with a bogus animation and they break a layup. Or sometimes they just miss. Like I've had so many games where they'll just miss a layup, and these are professional athletes. These people are like tall as hell. They damn near can touch the rim on their tippy toes, but they're missing layups. Like that's I think is unnecessary. Also, along with that, you have to aim your jump shots using the right stick. So that's another feature that's added. You have to. I don't know how that's gonna work, to be honest. I've not played the game. Well, I'm playing it now. But this audio is, I record the audio before I play the game. Anyway, I don't know how that's gonna really work, because you didn't have to use the right stick last year. You can use the X button or square button, but now I guess you have to use the right stick to aim, or I don't know how it's gonna work. Something else that they changed was that the steal mechanic is different, so it's based off of user skill. The way you time it. Instead of like some of the bogus animations where they just drip it off the foot or something like that, or some BS like that. They added 700 new animations on defense and offense. I do not know how many of these are going to be noticeable, because I think they made like a same claim last year. They added like hella animations, and by the time you start playing it, what the fuck was that? By the time you start playing it, it's just the same thing. Like you barely notice the changes. So I don't know how that's going to work out. Also, in my team, they took out Road to Playoffs. I'm not a big my team player. I played a little bit, so this I don't care about this. But I mean, it's a lot of people do play my team, so there's no more Road to Playoffs. There's no more roster restrictions, so you don't have to be when you're in the C. Sometimes you can't use a certain amount of goal or whatever players. That's not there anymore. 2K is gonna match make you with players that have, I guess, the same balanced team you have. So if you have the same amount of goal play, I don't know how that's gonna work, but we'll see how it works. Finally, green releases are guaranteed. This should have been in 2K16. The green release is supposed to be automatic. If you get a green release, you're supposed to think that it's going in, but that wasn't the case last year. Sometimes the ball would rattle out, and it was very frustrating, very annoying. But I guess it's guaranteed now, so we'll see how guaranteed it is. There are no more signature sides up, so you can't just cross over somebody, get their ankles, make them fall by flicking up on an analog stick. Like you have to actually like time your movements and shit like that. And I think that's actually a good idea, because I got my ankles broken a couple times off of this BS system, and I've never broken anybody's ankles. So I think that'll work. Okay, going along with the dribble mechanics about the no signature size up, you have to time, and you have to make up a combination that works with the dribble move. So like if you do a wrong combination or you time it incorrectly, you could lose the ball. So people can't spam dribble moves, they can't cheese and shit like that with the dribble moves, the side to side cheese and all this shit. Well, maybe they can, I don't know, hopefully they can't, but I guess they're trying to make 2K more skillful. I guess I don't see 2K as really a game where you need extreme skill, but you need to be decent. You can't. Someone that sucks at the game obviously is going to get bust. No matter if you have Golden State, you're still gonna get your ass bust if you don't know how to play the game. So I guess they're trying to make it a bigger skill gap. So I mean, I can see why they do that. They added rep and pro-am. That's a plus. Stamina has been added to the park, so that means no more infinite sprinting and etc. like that. In pro-am, you can finally switch positions. So like if you have a pro-am team, you'll say a group of 5, and this has happened to me. I play point guard, but sometimes they put me more. I'm not gonna say sometimes. It seemed like every single time we played a game, I was either playing the 4 or the 5. I was 6 feet tall, and in 2K16 there is no way you can change your position. So I was always guarded by a 7-footer, and I was always sticking a 7-footer. Huge mismatch. So I'm glad they added that, because that shit was annoying as fuck. I have no clue why the fuck they made me do that anyway. That's besides the point. They've added pro-am ranks, so it's like I don't know all the names of the ranks, but I do know that you have to be at least level 6, so I'm guessing that's the highest level or somewhere close to that, to make it into the tournament. If you know what the tournament is they're giving away $250,000, real life money, not fucking VC. 250K plus all-star tickets. So you have to get your team up there. You know what I'm saying? My team gonna be in the playoffs. You know how we finna take over the fucking world. Our team gonna take over everything. So don't even try, because we gonna bust our less anyway. When you're fatigued in the game, you're gonna sprint slower, and you have an increased chance for injury, and several attributes are going to be lower, so you have to balance your stamina better. I mean, I guess you have to do that last year too, so I don't think it's going to be that big of a difference. One big thing that will help a lot of people out, but will hurt a lot of people, because a lot of people did this, is the pump fake auto fouls. Like when you go to the hole, you just pump fake, and then like 2K will make your player jump into the other player, and he'll throw up a dumbass layup and he'll get fouled. They took that out the game, so that's completely gone. I use that a lot, not gonna lie. It worked for me, but I can see that's very annoying, because sometimes it makes me do the same thing. I'll foul somebody and I didn't even hit the Y or triangle button, so it's very annoying. So you know what I'm saying, it's a good thing they took that out the game. For my career now, there are 7 specific roles, so like playmaking, score, all that shit. I'm not gonna read them all, that you can choose from now, and some of them are player locked. Like I know, like the rebounding ones are only for, I believe, small forward, power forward, center. Lockdown defenders for everybody. Like they lock some of the roles based off your position. I think that's a great idea, cause like for years in 2K they've been trying to make so that you didn't have to guard a 7-footer that can break ankles and shit. Cause there's no 7-footer in the league that can break a point guard's ankles. So I'm glad they're trying to balance it even more now. But like I said, we'll just see how it works, because a lot of things that 2K promises and claims fucking don't even happen sometimes. So you know what I'm saying, all you gotta do is wait and play the game. Something else added to my career was that they added a new unique storyline, and it changes based off of the decisions you make during the story. So like a RPG type of thing, based off the choice you make, the story won't like change. And I think the first decision you have to make is your shoe deal, and based off of that changes some shit. I don't know what it changes, but I mean that's interesting. I guess we'll see how it work. 2K's story last year was very linear, but it was made by Spike Lee, so it's supposed to be a story just off of, I mean, what he created. So I guess it'll be better, or I don't know if it's gonna, I can't say better, because some people liked it. I didn't really fucking like it. It was kind of pointless to me. But it's your opinion. My opinion is that the story is based on a dynamic duo. Basically, you are one part, and then the AI is an AI friend of yours. He is the other part of the dynamic duo. You can actually control both characters in the game. You don't have to, but you can. Also, outside of the games, you can interact with him for certain things, and that will change the story. I think that's interesting. I don't know how that's gonna work, but it's an interesting concept. Obviously, there's many other characters for the story, like your girlfriend and your agents, a bunch of other characters that I don't fucking care about. Also, my courts are back. Obviously they wouldn't take that away. That's a good feature that they added back into 2K16. Now you can have up to 3 courts. What they need to do is they need to make it so you can have up to 5 or 10, I should say 10 people in a my court, 5v5 by yourself, or at least a 4v4, because last year you can only do a 3v3. So that's what they need to fucking do. Instead of these add 3 courts, just let me add 4-5 people on each team on my court instead of motherfucker 3-on-3. That shit is, I mean, it's okay, but I'd rather have a busted 5-on-5. Like, that would be better, because then you don't have to go to the court and try to wait on the court to be open, or open 4 to be open, especially if you wouldn't sunset, because I don't think other courts had 4v4. I might be wrong, but yeah, so they need to add that. New player attributes are added. Like, they added, I think, contested jump shot. Some speed attributes are added, like speed with the ball, like on ball speed and shit like that. That's interesting. And one thing that I can't wait to use is the double alley oop feature. So like, apparently you can throw double alley oops. So like, I'll usually make an athletic player, so if let's say it's 2 people on my team throw a oops and then I just come on and dunk on somebody, that shit gonna be cold as fuck, and I can't wait for that. But that's pretty much all I got. If you need to check out any other things that was added, because it's been a lot more, just look it up, because I don't have everything written down here. Some of that stuff wasn't interesting to me. A lot of the stuff had to do with my team. Some more in-depth stuff about some features, some the shoes and shit like that. I don't give a fuck about that shit, to be honest, you know. But that's all I got, and hopefully, shit, I don't know if I'm gonna have some my park or some career gameplay shit. I don't even know. Usually I just like to play 2K, because 2K is like one of my favorite games, so I just be playing it. I don't be recording it. Shit, that's all, and I'm gonna go to sleep.